Say, dear Carrie. Dear Carrie. Pretty good. Hello, Carrie. It is another week. It is another Friday. It's been a really fun week this week. I've had lots of nice things have happened. Last weekend we went to Centre Parks with my family for my dad's 60th birthday. Buying presents for parents, I think especially dads, is really difficult, and every year we ask him what he wants and he doesn't want anything, so we decided to just give him the best thing in the world, which was time with us. We hired this kind of, I guess, like I don't know what they call it, like a villa, I guess you can call it, a lodge, a villa, a cabin, I don't know. And we didn't really venture outside. We didn't go on the bikes. We went to the swimming place once, which was amazing. It was really nice to all be in one place that no one was in charge of. That was the start of the week because we came back on Monday. Then on Monday afternoon I went with my sister to collect her wedding dress, which is really scary because that means that her wedding is really close. It's now hanging up in her flat with a sheet over it so that Chickpea, my future brother-in-law, can't see it. He's very good though, I'm sure he won't sneak a peek. And then after that we went and tried on the bridesmaids dresses and collected those. Basically they're these, they're from a company called Two Birds. I'm sure lots of people have heard about them. Basically it's a giant skirt that comes up under your boobs and two huge bits of fabric, and there's many ways that you can arrange that fabric and wrap it around and turn it into a completely different dress. So it's just amazing. I actually did a video of that, mostly so that we would remember everything that we'd done, because I know that we're going to get to Sardinia and suddenly be like, how do you wear this dress? But it comes with a leaflet, it's fine, it's fine. So I'm now literally going to be on the morning of my sister's wedding watching a YouTube video that I've made and going, oh yes, that's the one that I like, I'm going to do it like that. I might even jazz it up a bit and change it throughout the day. I'm wild like that sometimes. Crazy! And then after that, the lovely people at Michael Grange Company invited us along to the press night of Photograph 51, which is with Nicole Kidman. It was beautiful, absolutely beautiful. It's a one-act play, 95 minutes. It's about the structure of DNA. And I never thought a play about the structure of DNA would make me cry, but it did. And there's a beautiful quote in it actually, which I'm going to read because I don't want to get it wrong. The Alps seem larger and yet somehow less overwhelming than they have in the past, as though their vastness was made for me, as though the more of something there is to climb, the further I'll get to go. Now the bit of that sentence that I absolutely, it just made me, it didn't make me cry I don't think at that point, but it really touched me and lingered in my brain, was the more of something there is to climb, the further I'll get to go. I think that's really lovely. It's along the same vein, I guess, as, you know, remember to stop and smell the roses. That's not the actual quote, but it's something along those lines. I think sometimes we know what we want in life and we just see the task of getting there as like a mission and something that we just have to get through, whereas actually if we kind of take our time and enjoy that, then who knows what we can experience and explore along the way and what we'll see. Makes you think about life in a different way, I think. And on Tuesday night we did something equally as special, and that was we went to Friends Fest. For those of you who don't know about Friends Fest is something that Comedy Central have put together to celebrate Friends. They have kind of rebuilt the set, so you can go in and you can be in Monica's apartment, you can be in the boys' apartment, you can be in Central Perk. It's so awesome being there. The amount of times that we have watched Friends and we've seen that apartment and we feel like we're a part of it somehow, it was completely mind-boggling to be in there. Obviously it's not the real thing, it's a replica, they've made it as close to the real thing as possible. I could have moved in there. And we took my sister as well, who's also a huge Friends fan. When she first moved into her flat, actually, her TV area didn't work, kind of like you, Carrie. But you know, there was no Netflix or anything like that back in the day. So she literally had the box set of series 1 to 10 of Friends, and she would literally go from one end to the other, from start to finish, and watch Friends back to back, to the point where my friends, when they came over, were kind of like, do we have to watch this, seriously? But I love Friends, I think it's amazing. I still find myself now in everyday situations going, oh my god, it's just like, you know, when in Friends. I wonder when that's going to end. I also wonder when, at what point, like what generation is going to just not watch it. Like Tom said the other day, is Friends already like Cheers was to us growing up? That made me sad. I have a really interesting and enjoyable thing that I'm doing. slightly petrifying, but Carrie, you're going to know where I'm going with this. And that is that I am recording the audio. I am actually doing the voice of it, for it, however you want to word it. I am narrating it. I am saying the words that I wrote. I'm recording the audiobooks for Christmas with Billy and Me and Dream a Little Christmas Dream, which is petrifying because I'm not very good at talking out loud. I know that sounds weird because I talk out loud on the videos and everything else, but I'm not very good at reading out loud. I guess that's the difference. I'm not very good at reading out loud. I have to memorize things and then I can say them, or just like now I'm speaking off the cuff. I think if there are actual words involved, I get really flustered. I shall panic a little bit about it over the weekend and possibly read both the books through and out loud in practice. Yeah, that's what I'm going to be doing. I remember growing up, a teacher saying to me that the best way of getting over, you know, the fear of reading out loud is to just sit and read out loud. I guess you put someone else listening to you doing that and it becomes something different, but I thought it was a very good tip. When Tom comes home tonight, I shall start reading Dream a Little Christmas Dream to him out loud. He's not ready actually, so this could be like an audio. It's a live audiobook for Tom tonight. Ah. He's lucky. He's very, very lucky. Oh, and lastly, so this week on Lorraine, it was all about she sheds. She sheds are amazing, and I actually really, really want one. They are basically sheds in the garden, but for women. So women basically have decided that the shed is no longer for the man, and that it can be something beautiful and glamorous and pretty and girly and their own little area of peace. So we went and visited a few and they were really, really good. And I'm not joking when I say I actually do want one. Next week it is cat yoga, I believe, which should be hilarious viewing. I'm pretty sure the majority of it is going to be shots of my bum, but let's hope it's not. So that's it from me this week, really. That is me in a nutshell. I feel like I've just given you a diary update on the week. Bump is growing rapidly. I have a bump. I'm now in maternity clothes. And actually I didn't realise how big my bump was until I went and tried on the bridesmaids dresses with my sister. Because if you watch the video, there's a slight dip in the hemline where the material goes over my bump. Yeah, wearing that I did realise how big my bump actually already is, which is slightly scary actually, because we didn't announce my pregnancy last time until 18 and a half, almost 19 weeks, and I'm only 17 weeks. Second pregnancy, my tummy knows what it's doing, just wants to pop out straight away. It's fine. I found it really weird. The first pregnancy, the whole time I was like, I want a bump, I want a bump, I can't wait to have a bump. Whereas this time around I'm like, oh my god, I've got a bump already. I'm growing a human. Who cares? Who gives? Right, I am going to go. I love you lots and I shall speak to you soon. I don't know when I'm going to see you. I don't even remember the last time I saw you. Let's remedy this, please. Right, I love you and I'll speak to you later. Bye!